Hello, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. We are here in Kingston, New York, Dietz Memorial Stadium for this Big East football matchup between the New York Greenwave and the Kingston Lions. Greenwave won the toss. They elected to receive, and they're taking the kickoff near midfield all the way down to the 49-yard line. What a start here for the Greenwave. Special teams getting them started. And now we'll see who's coming in at quarterback for the Greenwave. Again, the Greenwave are coming out of the Bronx, about 2 hours away from here in upstate New York. Kingston Lions coming in with a 2-1 record. The Greenwave are 4-0. Right behind the number one team in the Big East is the New England Gold Lions out of New Britain. Gold Lions are coming off a Saturday victory, 22-6 over the New York Crusaders, a game that was shortened by just about a quarter and a half due to lightning, so they played about 3.5 quarters. And then lightning struck in the New Britain area, and that was the end of that. Gold Lions come out on top, 22-6. They're 6-0 as of right now overall. They're 5-0 in Big East play, so they are a game ahead of these New York Greenwave. And again, we'll get to that number, see if the quarterback there in a moment as soon as we can see it. A little trouble here is trying to see that number. But we do know it's first down. Greenwave ball's at the 49-yard line. Game of the week here in Big East football. Glad you're with us here on YouTube. See her coming in motion here. Looks like number 18. He's going to throw, and that pass is short but caught. And Ball breaking away down the sideline. There he goes. Still going and pushing guys out of bounds inside the 25.
Number 16, Sylvester Trevi with the completion.
So the quarterback, you heard the announcer say, is actually number 16 to Sylvester Trevi. That pass looked like it was caught by Sadiq Nathaniel, number 1. The ball is officially at the 25-yard line. That is a gain of 26. So again, your starting quarterback for the New York Greenwave is number 16, Sylvester Trevi. And he found Sadiq Nathaniel on that play for a 26-yard gain. So the first down for the Greenwave. Have had a big start here. Already inside Kingston territory at the 25. That was the first play of the game. And Trevi's going to hand off here on first down. Cutting to the outside. Needs a block. Gets it. Down the sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 5. That is Kevin Pear on the carry. And that's another big first down. It's going to be first and goal for the Greenwave. Starting this game off. And they're going to say they officially stepped out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Looks like he got inside the 5 from up here. They officially mark him out at the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 6. And that's 2 plays for the Greenwave. And they already have a first down and goal. We're a minute and a half into this one. Again, the New York Greenwave and the Kingston Lions. A battle of 2 of the top 4 teams here in Big East football. Might be a battle of 2 of the top 3 teams. Kingston might have finally jumped the Brooklyn Bengals in the standings. And another handoff here to Pear. Pear going up the middle. A Pear to the end zone. Touchdown, Greenwave. Kevin Pear gets New York on the board first. It's 6-0 Greenwave. And that drive was just 3 plays. And the Greenwave, one of 2 undefeated teams left here in Big East, getting on the board first. Let's see if they go for 2 here on trying to make it an 8-0 game. To start this one off, we have 13-11 left. I'll show you right here. Look at that scoreboard, folks. 13-11 left first quarter. So that drive took under 2 minutes. And again, only took 3 plays. The first pass play to Sadiq Nathaniel going for 26, and now we have a whistle. There's a little stop to play here. And we actually have one of the Lions down. Never mind, I thought he was down on his knees in the back of the end zone, but he's just standing up. He's blending in with the white logo of Kingston, folks. That's all it is. So we're going to go for the extra point here. Try to make it a 7-0 game. High snap. Kick is up. Oh, looked like it might have been blocked, but it's still good. 3 plays, 51 yards, and a minute 49. And the New York Greenwave have a 6-0 lead over the Kingston Lions. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. 6-0 Greenwave after a 3-play drive. As you see, they have a place kicker here to kick this one off. That's how strong these wins are today here in Kingston, folks. So again, 6-0 Greenwave. 6-yard touchdown run by Kevin Pear gets him on the board after just 3 plays. And this one, he falls down at the 24-yard line. That's McCall. McCall going on the sideline. Needs to be one more man. And he's gone on the ensuing kickoff. Touchdown, Kingston. No flags. What an answer by the Lions!
Joe McCall.
Joe McCall with a 76-yard kick return touchdown. And it is now 7-6. McCall fell down at the 24-yard line, got right back up and went right down the sideline with a head of speed, in the words of the late Greg Gumbel. What a run for the Lions. What an answer for the Lions. And we're an extra point away from a tie game here in Kingston. And there is David Patterson, and we all know and love, working for the HSD network, as they live stream this game here for you fans at home that couldn't make it here to Kingston, New York. And once again, folks, we're going to see if the Lions go for two here. They go for two quite a few times in that game. We were here last time back in March against the New England Black Panthers. They didn't go for many extra points. Let's see what they do here. Looks like they go for two. So this is the first time we're seeing their star quarterback, Cameron Abelos. So they're trying to go for the lead here. They don't want just a tie game. They want to go for the lead in case it comes down to the end here. They'll have a small lead, if anything, and they're going to get a couple more guys out there for this two-point conversion. But again, a 76-yard kick return touchdown by Joe McCall. You already know that's going to the highlight reel. And we'll have a flag for the conversion. Looks like we might have a delay game here. And a delay game. And through all this, folks, we've only wasted about 48 seconds of game time. So the Lions will back it up 5 yards. And once again, they're going to try that two-point conversion, try and take the lead here for the first time today. Again, Greenwave scoring on just 3 plays on offense. Lions don't even need their offense. They let their special teams get them on the board. Joe McCall, a 76-yard touchdown return. And now for a two-point conversion, Abelos in the shotgun. And Abelos, pressure, rolling out, throws, and the pass is incomplete. And another flag. Let's see, check this one. Let's see if it's against the Greenwave. And it looks like it might be. We saw one of the defensive players there questioning the referee. What do you mean? Looks like this flag's going to be against the Greenwave. We're going to have a retry here from a two-point conversion. That's exactly what's going to happen. A rough of the pass or something of sorts. The ball is now at the 4-yard line, so it's going to be another two-point conversion attempt here for the Lions. They're going to try and take the lead after the 76-yard touchdown run by Joe McCall, who again fell down. Was able to get up because he was not touched at the 24-yard line and just with a head of speed, going down the sideline, beating everybody to the end zone. How about that celebration too, folks? That was a pretty good celebration. You would act like the Lions had just won the game on the last play of the game. So there we go, two-point conversion to take the lead. Abelos rolling out to his left. Throws to the end zone, wide open, and the pass is incomplete. So once again, the Lions had a chance at a two-point conversion, and the pass is incomplete. So, despite the 76-yard touchdown by McCall, the Greenwave have a 7-6 lead here in the first. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. Well, we thought this might be an exciting game, and thus far, we're just 2 minutes into it, and it's 7-6. Greenwave on the return here once again. Looks like number 2 here, and that is Tyreek Noble on the return there, and he gets it again out near midfield.
Kickoff return by number 1, Sadiq.
Well, extracurriculars out there, but we'll see. Once again, we'll see that Greenwave offense come out. They scored the first touchdown on a 3-play drive, less than 51 yards, just a minute 49. Capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Kevin Pear. See if the Kingston defense is going to try and not have that happen to them again. Well, let's see what they can do here. Once again, Nick, quarterback, number 16 for the New York Greenwave, is Sylvester Trevi. Throw a 26-yard pass to Sadiq Nathaniel, which set up a couple nice runs there by Pear, who again scored the last touchdown for the Greenwave, first touchdown for the Greenwave, I should say. Lions answering back with a 76-yard touchdown run by Joe McCall. And with 12:53 left here in this first quarter, it's 7-6. And let's see where to place the football. They're going to place it. Actually, it looks like it might be a penalty here. After the play, it looks like someone against Kingston. A 15-yarder, and they move the ball all the way up to the 30-yard line. And as I get it to face mask, as you hear the PA announcer announcing. So that means that the Greenwave returned the kickoff to the 45-yard line of Kingston. So they actually got into Kingston territory. Now you're on a 15 more. So it's looking like another easy drive. Could be an easy drive here for the Greenwave. Look at it expand on their lead now. They lead 7-6 over the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. We are here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours outside of New York City. Driving into shotgun here on first down. Looks like Pear is in the backfield. But again, the way the Greenwave jerseys are looking, you can't really see the numbers too well. And the center falls down. I'm not sure. Like I say, it's an offside against the Lions, so there you go.
1st and 5 for the Greenwave.
Saw the nose tackle jump in there and knock the center down like he was a statue of sorts. Clock stop once again. 12:34 left in the first quarter. 7-6. New York Greenwave coming into this game as one of the 2 undefeated teams left in Big East football. 7-6 lead over the Kingston Lions, who should, again, I mentioned this earlier, should be the 3rd team in the standings in Big East. And now we have a whistle here. I don't see a penalty. Look like a reset here, something. Kingston had been in 5th place last I checked, which I didn't really understand why. They're beating, they're winning games left and right. And you get a fake throw over the middle, and that pass was well short of the receiver there, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Falls incomplete. 2nd and 5 for the Greenwave.
2nd and 5, excuse me. I guess that's right. We had the approachment against the.
Pass intended for number 8, Sergio Mencia.
Had to pass here the offside against the Lions on the play where the center fell like a statue after being ran into by the nose tackle. So driving once again in the shotgun here. Looks like Pear's in the backfield here. 2nd and 5. That's the incompletion. And another whistle.
Timeout.
And the Greenwave called their first timeout with 11:50 left in the first. So we'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here in the first. Right here on YouTube. Back to the action here. 7-6 Greenwave over the Kingston Lions here in the first. And it's going to be a false start here against the Greenwave, I do believe. So the 5 yards they got on the offside against the Lions, they're going to give it right back.
Looks like the Lions lined up in the neutral zone.
Or, it actually, they're actually calling an offside here against the Lions. So again, folks, I'm not sure why they blew the play dead. It was an offside. They should have let the play run, see how it went. And then they could have given you the chance for the Greenwave to decline the penalty. Well, that's sure the Greenwave would have declined it regardless unless they lost the yards or anything. But it looked like they were going to do that. See it way too often in the game of football. In the NFL, you don't see that. When teams have an offside, the play is run. It's a free play, especially when guys are going deep, like quarterbacks are going to throw deep or something like that. We're going toward the end zone in this instance. Nonetheless, it's an offside on the Lions, so it's another one. That's the second one. At the first down for the Greenwave, ball is at the 20. Driving to shotgun, Pear in the backfield. And off here to Pear. Pear runs into a Pride of Lions, run over. Immediately knocked down by number 25. That is Jamil Mims coming in with that tackle.
Going to bring up a 2nd and about 11 from the 21.
Oh, a nice play there by Mims, making the tackle in the backfield. Again, Pear had those big runs on that first drive for the Greenwave, including the 6-yard touchdown on 1st and goal, which gave them the early 7-0 lead. Lions answer back with a 76-yard touchdown on the kick return by McCall. 2-point conversion was no good, so that's where we stand right now with 11:06 left in the first. 7-6 Greenwave over to Kingston Lions. 2nd and 11 here. Ball back at the 21-yard line, excuse me. Savvy throws, passes, caught. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds about the 15-yard line. So that's a gain of about 6 on that one.
Trevi's pass complete to number 1, Sadiq Nathaniel.
And there's Nathaniel's second catch already. He had the 26-yarder on the first play on the first drive. That set up the 2 runs by Pear. So Nathaniel with 2 catches early on in this one. I think it's 8 now. Let's check that. Let's see if we can see a marker. There's the marker. You see about top left of your screen. It's going to be 3rd down here for the Greenwave. let's see if the Lions can finally make a stop here. They weren't able to stop the Greenwave on the last drive, resulting in a touchdown. Third down, ball is inside the 15-yard line. And again, hand off here to Pear. Pear going up the middle. Flag is down. This one's coming back, but Pear's going to get to about the 11-yard line.
Pear on the carry, brought down by a bunch.
It's going to be a hold against the Greenwave, and there you go. There's the call, the hold against the Greenwave. So it's going to be third down and long here
Number 23.
for the Greenwave. Again, it's going to be a long third down. So we'll see if the Lions can make a stop here now that they have a chance to. Obviously passing down here for Trevi. He's going to be, so he cooks up here. Not even sure if Pear had gotten the first down on that carry on third down. At about the 10-yard line, so if he didn't get it, he was close, but now they're not as close as they once were. And it'll be third down. We'll say, you heard the PA announcer guy say, it's 3rd and 16, so we'll say third down in the minivan. Third and long here for the Greenwave, but it's a 1-point lead. Ball back about the 25. Free play here, and now they're going to blow it dead. Trevi's going to throw, and the pass is caught. They blew the play dead again. It's another offside against the Lions. And actually, they're going to say it's a false start against the Greenwave. It looked like one of the Lions' defensive tackles jumped offside, but they're going to say that it's like the right tackle jumped first. So it's third down and 21 now for the Greenwave coming up here. Long way to go to the end zone with a 1-point lead. Again, clock stopped with 10:16 left in the first quarter. It's going to be a long game here, folks, so stay tuned. It's been a good one so far. We had a couple big plays. Both teams have gotten it to the end zone. It's a lot of penalties on both teams as well. Hope they both clean that up. Here's we go on here. Again, we still have 10:16 left first quarter. We're at 17 minutes real time. There we go. Third down and 21 for the Greenwave. Long way to go. Ball is way back at the 30. Trevi throws short, and the pass is caught. He is immediately rocked. And they're going to throw a flag. That's going to be a personal foul. That's a first down for the Greenwave. A big mistake there by the Lions defense. Looked like it might have been a face-to-face hit there. I'm not too sure. It looked like from up here it was a face-to-face hit. That's going to be a personal foul. It's a first down for the Greenwave. Now they're calling it an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 4th and 21. Let's see if they... I didn't see any markers. We saw the crowd's reaction and the reaction of the Lions bench. And they did call a personal foul, and it's a first down for the Greenwave. So a big penalty on the Lions there. Gives the Greenwave a fresh set of downs, and now they'll have a chance once again to extend on their lead here. And we still have 10:13 left in this first quarter. So again, folks, we'll be here a while. Stay tuned, get comfy. It's going to be a long one. And if you hear the buzzing noise, that's because something here is being impacted by the wind. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Might be the roof of the broadcast booth. I don't actually know. But but it's a very windy day here in Kingston, and they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 16-yard line. First down for the Greenwave. 7-6 on top of the Kingston Lions. 10:13 left first quarter. You're watching a presentation of Big East football here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earle. We're here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours away from New York City. Trevi in the shotgun here. You got... Can't tell who that is in the backfield, but I do believe I know who it is. We'll get to that in a moment. They can hand off here. That is Gibbs. Cut to the outside, trying to break off tackles. He's wrapped up at about the 11-yard line, so he got about 5 yards. And again, folks, the reason I mentioned this, that's Malachi Gibbs, if I'm not mistaken, number 30. People call him Mally Payton. Of course, everybody knows from the Three Bleezies Facebook group that he goes live and he joins the Three Bleezies every Thursday night. But nobody goes live more than Mr. Mally Payton. His formal name, Malachi Gibbs. And a face mask against the Lions. Another penalty against the Lions. That's the 4th one here in this game. The 3rd one on this drive. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Greenwave at the 6-yard line. And clock is stopped once again. We still have 10:05 left first quarter. Now they're winding that clock down. They had to stop it again. The clock is still running. Now we're under 10 minutes left first quarter. First and goal for the Greenwave at the 6-yard line. There is Gibbs in the backfield once again. And they're going to hand out to Gibbs. Gibbs is met by Pride of Lions. Breaks off tackles, but now he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Way back at the 10-yard line. That's a 4-yard loss. Second and goal coming up from the 10-yard line. Oh, excuse me, number 33 they're calling. It's Trevor Carson. I thought it was Gibbs. Again, you can't really see the numbers here for the Green Wave. They're wearing white, and the green is very light colored. Okay, I can't really see the numbers here for the Green Wave, but we're getting the names here. I guess the PA announcer can see a little bit better than us. So shout out to the PA announcer for helping us recognize who these guys are, because we can't really see their numbers. Shout out to the Big East Football, by the way, for having rosters listed on their website nonetheless. They got Carson and Payne and Pear in the backfields. Payne off here to Pear on second down. He is wrapped up. But the original last courage might have actually lost the yard there back at the 11-yard line.
Brought down by number 25, Jamel Mims.
Mims again, who made a big tackle early on this drive. And now it's going to be third and goal from Ball at the 11-yard line.
Third and goal from just outside.
And now the clock running pretty fast here. We're already at 8:20 left in this first quarter. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. We're here at Dietz Stadium here in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours away from Manhattan. Green Wave coming into this game 4-0. Second place in the Big East standings, right behind the number 1 seeded Kingston Lions, who are 6-0 overall, 5-0 in Big East play. Third and goal from the 11. Free play, Trevi to the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. So either way, the Lions almost had a big play, but the flag's coming out. It's going to be against the Lions, another offside. Pass was almost picked by Amir Woody.
Bring up a third and goal from about the 5.
And now they're saying this third. Now it's third and goal. I thought it was third and goal on that play. It should be third and goal. It looks like they're supposed to be calling a penalty against the Lions. And there you go. And I see everybody moving forward. So it is a penalty against the Lions. It's now it's going to be third and goal from the 5-yard line. Again, the New York Green Wave still lead the Kingston Lions 7-6. Be third and goal from the 5. The penalty, once again, that's the 5th penalty of the game for the Lions. We're still here in the first part of the first quarter. So penalties could be the death of the Lions here today. Really helped the Green Wave thus far. Third and goal from the 5. Trevi in the shotgun. And Trevi fakes, rolling out. Pressure, and down he goes. Way back at the 21-yard line. And the Lions defense makes a huge stop. Raekwon Sanders, who was also playing kicker here for the Lions, coming up with the sack. And it's fourth down. Let's see what the Green Wave do here. Do they go for a field goal?
19 yards. Going to bring up a fourth and goal from about the 22-yard line.
So from here, it's about a 39-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if the Green Wave go for it, though, here on fourth down in a minivan. Ball's back at the 23, so it's fourth and goal from the 23-yard line. And they are indeed going for it. Heard some of the fans questioning it, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
Big fourth down coming up here for the Lions.
Again, the big sack there by Raekwon Sanders, who has been the kicker here for the Lions. In this game, at least thus far. Here we go. Big fourth down for both sides here. Fourth and goal from the 23-yard line. Trevi pumps, chucking it to the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. Lions defense steps up, makes a stop. Their offense come back out with a 1-point lead. 6:11 left in the first. We'll take a break. Be right back right here on YouTube. So on a fourth down and 23, the Green Wave are unable to convert. And so the Lions offense led once again by Cam Ablos. Leads the league, I do believe, in touchdown passes for Big East. He's back out there. This is actually his first time we're seeing the Lions offense here today. We have 6:11 left in the first quarter, and it's a 7-6 game. Go figure. Ablos going to pass on his first play, chucking it over down the field, and the pass is incomplete.
Avalos
So his first pass incomplete.
intended for number 45, Travis Duca. Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Travis Duca, the intended receiver there. Now clock stop with 6:06 left in the first quarter. 7-6. Greenwave still lead the Kingston Lions. We're watching a presentation of Big East football here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. We're here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours outside of Manhattan. And again, if you hear that buzzing noise, that is, I believe, the roof of the broadcast booth being affected by the wind. And if you hear the wind, I do apologize. Not much I can do about that. Very windy here today in Kingston. No, 2nd and 10. Avalos again in the shotgun. And they got to run it here on first down. Going up the middle. Big hole. Number 6. We get you a name here. The big one there. That's Joey Ward. And we talked about this last time we saw the Kingston Lions. They have a bunch of players coming from the Southern Vermont Storm who ceased operations after losing the 2024 New England Football League Championship game to the Middleborough Cobras last October out in Albany. A lot of those players, including Joey Ward. Alfredo Small is another one. We called his name a lot in that game against the Black Panthers last time we were here in March. Those are just a couple guys here from the Southern Vermont Storm who made their way here to Kingston. And there's Ward making that play there. To bring up 3rd down here, though, for the Lions. Ball's at about the 28-yard line. Looks like it was about an 8-yard run there by Ward. Avalos hands off here to Ward again. And what a play there by the Greenwave defense, making a big stop. So after the Lions defense makes a big stop on 4th down, it's the Greenwave defense making a big stop here. Now it's 4th down and long.
Loss of about 4. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
That's going to be 4th down. The Lions are going to go for it here. They're down by 1 here with 4.5 left in the first quarter. They decided, what the hell, let's go for it.
My apologies. 4th down. 4th and 7.
Questionable decision here, and the Kingston Lions are going to think about it, call a timeout with 4:17 left in the first. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. Once again, the Lions are going for here on 4th and 7 at the 25-yard line, down 7-6, and they're not going to go for it. Avalos is going to punt it away, and that ball's going to take a Greenway bounce, and we'll be down at about the 47-yard line. Take another break. The Greenwave come back out, trying to extend their lead with 4:04 left in the first. Greenwave start with the ball with a 7-6 lead. And a handoff here to, I believe that's Pear. It might be Carson. I'm not sure. No, that's Pear. It looks like Pear. And the Lions are all over it. And now we have a Greenwave man down. We will step aside. So we got the injured man off the field. Looks like everything's all right. Back to the action here. It's 7-6 Greenwave over the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. And it will be 2nd down. That ball going way over the head of Trevi. He has to get on top of it. He can't. And now there's nothing but Lions there, and they pick it up at the 18-yard line. Huge turnover, and the Lions get it back with great field position, down by just 1. We'll be right back right here on YouTube. So after the turnover, the Lions offense back out there. They have the ball at the 18-yard line, 1st down. Avalos hands off here, and there is Ward again, and Ward breaking off a tackle, and he'll be brought down at about the 20. A flag is down as well, so looks like it's going to be a hold here against the Lions. We've seen so many penalties. That's about the 6th or 7th against the Lions here in this first quarter. We still have 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. So much stoppage of play, and that's why we have reached the 29-minute mark here in game time. So after playing only about 11.5 minutes. That's the hold against the Lions. That is the 6th penalty, if I'm counting correctly, against Kingston here in this first quarter. And that will bring the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. So again, Ward was tackled about the 20. So bring it back 10 more yards from there, and it'll be actually put at the 29-yard line. So looks like Ward was tackled at the 19-yard line, but nonetheless, a 10-yard penalty back it up to the 29-yard line. It's 1st down in a minivan here for the Lions. 3:34 left first quarter, 7-6. The New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Earl. We're here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours away from Manhattan. Avalos in the shotgun here on 1st and forever. Avalos throws, short pass is dropped. That one's out of the hands of Moquez Dickens.
Marquez Dickens falls incomplete.
Second down and forever, and the clock stops again with 3:14 left. And now we've reached the half-hour mark here in this first quarter of real time. Oh, it's probably longer than that because we have a few pauses here. We'll see how long this game goes on till. Cloudy day here in Kingston, a lot of wind. Rain was in the forecast, but haven't seen any yet. Of course, rain was in the forecast right before this game was to kick off. No rain was expected throughout the entire week, and then once we got to about 1 o'clock here, real time, rain was in the forecast. But nothing yet, just cloudy skies and a lot of wind. And there's your accurate weather forecast. Second down forever for the Lions. Go back at the 29-yard line. And we're going to get a false start here against the Lions, so that's number 7. Delay game against the Lions, that's number 7. And the penalties just keep coming for Kingston. Greenwave still leads 7-6. And now they'll back him up to the 34-yard line. So again, even a longer way to go. So this is after the turnover. Lions defense was able to get the ball after the ball went over the head of Trevi. Their offense has not been able to do anything with it thus far. Just penalty after penalty after penalty. That's 7 penalties I'm counting here thus far. We're still in the first quarter. We have 2:18 left and counting. Abelos steps up, chucking it deep, has a man, and the pass is intercepted. Greenwave defense getting the ball back. And he's brought down inside the 5. Can't see who made the pick, but it's a turnover nonetheless. The Lions offense gets right back to the Greenwave. And it's still a 7-6 game with 2 minutes left in the first. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. So another turnover here in this game, but now the Greenwave have the ball at the 3-yard line. They got to be careful here. You got Carson and Pear in the backfield, and you got Trevi in the shotgun in his own end zone. Again, you got to be careful here. And now a flag. And if this is another delay game, it's a delay game against the Greenwave. Ball back to the 1.5-yard line. So now we're looking at a potential Dan Orlovsky situation here, folks. If somehow Trevi runs out of the end zone, obviously that's a safety. And in that case, the Kingston Lions will take the lead here. Right now 7-6. They've had 8-7 lead. But let's see what happens here. First down, and they're going to hand off from his own end zone. What a run here for Pear, getting some breathing room. That's about the 6-yard line. That's a gain of about 4.5 there. That's exactly what they needed. You get out of their own end zone, but a questionable call there by the coaching staff of the Greenwave, running the ball inside their own end zone. Did they get the ball again outside the 5-yard line? Ball's officially at about the 8. 1 minute and a half left here in this first quarter, which has now reached 33.5 minutes of recording time, folks. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. And another handoff here. Here is Carson taking in, and he's going to push his way inside the 10. Still going down near the 15, and another flag. I mean, I used to say all the time, folks, Sunday is laundry day, but wow, we're seeing a lot of laundry, and it looks like another flag against, nope, it's against the Greenwave, so it's not a penalty against the Lions. That was a nice run there by Carson, but they're going to say a block in the back against the Greenwave, pushing the ball back. Let's see where they place it here. 1:11 left in this first quarter. 7-6, the New York Greenwave and the Kingston Lions got out to a fast start, but ever since then, it's been 1 punt, 300 penalties. Not really, folks, obviously. And 2 turnovers. Probably should have gone in order there. 1 punt, 2 turnovers, and 300 penalties. Ball now back at the 6-yard line, which is where they got that run out of the end zone. They're going to run that clock. We're finally at the final minute here in the first quarter. But again, it's Trevi and Carson in the end zone, not even in the backfield. And it looks like the Greenwave called their second timeout. So we'll be right back right here on YouTube. 57 seconds left here, first quarter. Trevi in his own end zone throws. Short pass caught. It's like a screen pass here, and there he goes down the sideline, breaking off a tackle at the 20, and he's wrapped up and brought down near the 25. I got another big play for the Greenwave, getting out of their own end zone there.
Trevi's pass is complete, picked up on first down. Greenwave.
So this is what we saw on that first drive. I'm going to keep this clock running with 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Big play there for the Greenwave, trying to extend on their 7-6 lead. Trying to get to 5-0 on the season. Matchup with the Golden Lions. Of course, that big matchup. Game of the year in semi-pro football. As of right now, we'll see the Golden Lions host the New York Greenwave. And the Greenwave called yet another timeout. We're still in the first quarter. We have 27 seconds left. So we'll be right back right here on YouTube. 26 seconds left first quarter. And the handoff here on first down is to Carson. He is wrapped up in the backfield. And finally, folks, after almost 37 minutes of recording time, and I do believe that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. We have 7 seconds left, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter, the longest first quarter of my broadcasting career. Ended a 7-6 game. The New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions after one. We're right back for the second quarter. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. Start of the second quarter, everybody. The New York Greenwave still lead the Kingston Lions 7-6. Greenwave have the ball. It'll be second down about the 19-yard line. Trevi pops, chucking it wide open. The pass is intercepted. What a play by the Lion defense, breaking away. Still going and out of bounds inside the 15. Pass is picked by Tyrell Walker. And there's the third turnover of this game, and the Lions have excellent field position. Our offense come back out. When we come back, you're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. The third turnover of the game in total, the second for the Lion defense, and now they'll have the ball. Ball is at the 14-yard line of the Greenwave. Still 7-6. Greenwave still lead as we start this second quarter. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen R. We're here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours outside of Manhattan. Avalos in the shotgun. You got Ward in the backfield here on first down. Getting a ball at the Greenwave 14-yard line after the interception by Tyrell Walker. So they can capitalize here. Julian Perez coming in motion, and they're going to hand off here to Ward. Ward kind of the outside, but the great job here by the Greenwave defense. Not being fooled. They drag him out of bounds. Way back at about the 17-yard line. I'm going to keep running that clock because that first quarter lasted 37 minutes of recording time. Almost an hour, approximately 59 minutes of real time. And now they're going to continue running that clock. Or was knocked out of bounds, loss of about, look at this, call it a loss of 5 there. Pulling the ball back at the 19-yard line. So second and 15. And Kingston, after their second turnover on defense, their offense looking to get something done here. Last time their offense had the ball, they had another turnover for themselves. Pass was intercepted by the Greenwave defense at the 3-yard line. Greenwave drove down the field after being in their own end zone. And again, we just saw moments ago the interception by Tyrell Walker. So I think the Lions can do something here on offense. Second and 15 at the 19. Avalos, pressure rolling out. Chucking it up the sideline. Pass is intercepted. Back-to-back turnovers. And it's going to be that type of game here. If you love defense, you come to the right place. That pass was picked by Tyreek Noble, excuse me. And the Greenwave offense coming back out. 7-6, third score here in the second. So I have to give Revs the rest credit here. They are continuing to run that clock because of how long that first quarter was. They're going to speed right through this second quarter. By the way, it's still 7-6, Greenwave, if you haven't missed much. 4 turnovers in total. Now a handoff here. Looks like Noble on the carry there. He just made the interception as the Greenwave defense brought pressure on Avalos, and he just chucked it down the sideline. Looks like trying to get rid of it. But Noble even make the diving interception. Again, that's Tyreek Noble, not Tyrell Noble. I do apologize profusely. Of course, that play will be in the highlight reel, as well as all of the turnovers and all the touchdowns from this game. So, and we still have 12:41 left in the first half, folks. So we got a long way to go. Stay tuned. By the way, you're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. We're here at Dietz Stadium in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours outside of Manhattan. There's Trevi in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. Ball at the 10. And Trevi fakes, throws over the middle. Pass, oh, it's caught wide open and can't get up. And does, and he gets maybe an extra yard. But again, good play there for the Greenwave offense. Again, trying to get out of their own end zone. They're backed up at the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2 here. Ball's at the 18-yard line. We're at the 12-minute mark here in the first half. And referees letting that clock run after the 37-minute or almost an hour in real time first quarter. Already down to 11:50 left here in the first half, and it's only been about 5 minutes in real time. Third and 2, they're calling it. Ball is at the 18-yard line. Trevi hands off here. It looks like Noble, and Noble's wrapped up and a flag. Oh, he's still going. He does get to the 20. Looks like he was wrapped up there for a moment, but he's able to get back up, keep it going. That's actually Pear. I apologize. Kevin Pear on the carry there. He has the lone touchdown for the Greenwave, and looks like you see Noble there. He's pointing. It's against the Lions, this penalty. And we'll get the call from the official. And the foul is against the Greenwave, number 75, one of the offensive linemen. So that'll back him up. It'll be 3rd down and long here. 3rd and 12 here. And that clock stop with 11:29 left in the first half. 7-6. The New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. And we got a whistle here. Looks like officials talking about something here. Now we're going to get back to the action. So if you're just joining us, where have you been? And let's get you a recap of what's going on. First touchdown of the game was a 6-yard scamper by Kevin Pear for the Greenwave, make it 7-0. Lions responded with a 75-yard touchdown from Josh McCall, make it 7-6. And we've had 4 turnovers since then. And once again, no confusion by the refs. Ball now back inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they place it about the 6-yard line here. 3rd down in a minivan for the Greenwave. Trevi from his own end zone, throw in the middle, pass is caught. And there is again Sadiq Nathaniel. That's his 3rd catch of the game, and he gets near the 20-yard line, so he got a nice gain there. It's going to be 4th down. Let's see if the Greenwave decide to go for it here again. Tried it once on this side of the field. But not able to convert. We've reached the 11-minute mark in the first half. 7-6 third score. Now referee's going to get together to discuss something here. Greenwave are ready to go here. Might be a little confusion here against for the Lions here. Not calling any timeouts. Clock continuing to run. It's going to be 4th down and 1 here at the 19. They're calling it. And now the Greenwave are going to get together once again. The referee's going to get together once again. Clock continuing to run here with 10.5 left in the half. Again, smart drive here by the refs. Letting this clock run after the 37-minute or almost an hour in real time first quarter, which resulted in 2 touchdowns and 2 turnovers and a punt and 300 flags. So we had a lot going on in that first quarter. That must have been why it was about an hour long. And now here on 4th and 1, again, Greenwave are going to go for it. Clock now stopped with 10:24 left in the first half. A lot of confusion here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not exactly sure. Refs are getting together, discussing a lot of things. Getting ready to go back to the game here soon enough. But the Greenwave will have 4th and 1 at the 19-yard line with a 1-point lead. They're going to go for it. And there's the whistle. Here we go. Clock running again. 4th and 1 for the Greenwave at the 19-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield. Trevi in the shotgun, and they're going to hand off here on 4th and 1, and they got the first. Pear getting the first down for the Greenwave into 22-yard line, Fish 23-yard line. Well, 4th and 1, they got 4 yards, exactly what they needed, and then some. So another big first down for the Greenwave. Well, we've seen a lot of those big first downs by the Greenwave coming by way of penalty earlier on in this game.
First and 10 from about the 23.
The clock continuing to run here. 9:47 and counting. 7-6, the New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East football here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. We're here at Dietz Stadium here in Kingston, New York, about 2 hours outside of Manhattan. It's the lone Sunday game of the weekend. Everybody else played yesterday, including the Big East leaders, I'll say, the Golden Lions, who defeated the New York Crusaders 22-6 in a shortened game due to lightning. They can hand off here again to Pear. Pear cut to the outside. Needs a block. Gets it. Then they're going to throw the flag there on Sanders for holding. Excuse me, Nathaniel. I don't know why I thought of Sanders. Maybe I'm thinking about Shador Sanders, but we won't talk about that. Well, that was a hold there against Shadik Nathaniel, no doubt about it. You can see at the bottom of your screen. And there you see, there's Gibbs. And Malachi Gibbs doing a little dance there. As the flag's not against the Greenwave here. It should be against, again, that's Sadiq Nathaniel on the hold there. He was holding Marquez Dickens. Clock stop at 9:16 left here in the half. And it is actually, yes, it is against the Greenwave, so that's the correct call. Saw Nathaniel grabbing Dickens there. There on the sideline. So that's another penalty here in this game. We've had so many penalties, I don't have enough fingers and toes to count them all.
The 18-yard line.
And there you go. Both officials here waving their arm, telling them to run that clock. We're going to hit the 9-minute mark for the next play here. New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions 7-6. Here in Kingston, New York. Windy day here in New York and Kingston. No rain, but no sun either. Of course, the rest of the week we're going to see sunny skies here in New York. And handoff here. Once again, it is Gibbs on the carry. We can tell you that much because we saw him dancing on the last play. And now there was Nathaniel once again going against Dickens, and he threw him down. No flags were thrown. And a short gain there by Gibbs. It'll be second down here.
Loss of 1 on the play, second and 16.
And the PA announcer saying, second down is some steam here. But a lot of steam in his game thus far. 2 touchdowns, 300 penalties, 4 turnovers. We got a lot coming for that highlight reel, folks. But be sure to tune into the whole broadcast. What could be, most likely, our final one here in spring of 2025. More on that a little later. Hand off here to Pear, cutting to the outside. Needs a block, and he's not going to get it. Now he's knocked down at about the 18-yard line, so got about 2 yards on that one. It's going to be third down in a minivan here for the Greenwave. Again, both offenses struggling here. Both defenses doing their job, though. And now we have a flag coming out late. Looks like might have been some extracurriculars here. A flag going to be against... Looks like it's going to be against the Greenwave. They're going to decline this penalty. It's going to be third down in a minivan here. That's going to pick the flag up. I do believe this one's against the Greenwave. I think it looks like the way the referee was waving his arms around, looks like the Lions are going to decline this penalty. Well, of course, we'll wait for official word. Let's see. Oh, that's why he was waving his arms, because it's offsetting penalties. Again, some extracurriculars here. Not the first time we've seen that here in this game. Clock will continue to run again. 7:40 left in this first half. Much faster second quarter than that first one. New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions 7-6, and it'll be third down. About 16 here for the Greenwave. They got to get to the 34 for our first. Tarif steps up, hit as he throws, and the pass is intercepted. Ooh! Almost intercepted. And once again, it's Dickens. We've seen him a few times out there on this field thus far, and he almost had another interception, another in the 5th turnover. And you got to get some push-ups. Trevi hit as he threw it. That'll be 4th down here. Clock stop with 7:15 left in the first half. And it looks like the Greenwave are going to punt here. McCall going back. He's back at his own 50-yard line. He returned the ensuing kickoff after the first touchdown by the Greenwave for a touchdown of 76 yards. Can he pull a Devin Hester here? Let's see. And it's going to be Gibbs here who's going to punt the ball away for the Greenwave. Clock continuing to run. 6:50 left first half. Again, much faster quarter than the first.
85, Joe McCall back.
So again, we'll see if McCall will end. Let's see who they call this one against. It looked like, again, from up here, it looks like the Lions were the first to jump offside, but let's see if they call it here against the Green Wave. And no, they're going to call an offside here. So now it'll be about 4th down and 8. 6:38 left in the first half. 7-6. The Green Wave still lead the Lions. We'll show you once again here, folks. Joe McCall, who returned that punt, returned the kickoff 76 yards to make it a 7-6 game earlier in the first quarter. Back deep. Malachi Gibbs going to punt. Nice punt here. That one's a high punt. And this one is going to bounce out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Lions coming back out after a turnover on their last drive, down 7-6. 6:22 left in the half. So now both teams have punted. So 2 punts, 4 turnovers, 300 penalties, 13 points, 7-6. Greenway lead the Kingston Lions, 6:16 and counting here in the first half. Ablos hands off on first down, and it's Ward. And Ward cut it back to the outside. He's a block. Cutting to the other side. Now going back inside, and there goes Ward. Big hole for Joey Ward. He's brought down inside the 15.
Number 6, Joey Ward.
Almost broke that one. What a run there by Joey Ward. Almost broke it. Brought down by his shoe there. And it's a first down for the Lions. And that's a big first down. The first one in quite a while we've seen from Kingston. I don't want to say it might be the first one of the game, but it actually might be the first down for the Lions in this game. We have 5:50 left in the first half, so it says a lot about how this game's gone for the Lion offense thus far. They'll put the ball at the 15-yard line. That's where Ward was again tackled by the back of his shoe. If he wasn't tackled that way, he might have gone to the house with that one. Now first down at the 15. Ward in the backfield once again. It's Avalos to the shotgun. Hello snap. Avalos going to take it himself. Come back to the other side, and he is going to be brought down. Loss of about 1 on the sack there. And again, struggles here for the Kingston offense, even after that big play by Ward. So a loss of just 1. 2nd and 11 coming up as they reach the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Greenwave still lead the Kingston Lions 7-6. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. We're here at Dietz Stadium, not Dietz. You know, it's spelled Dietz, TZ, excuse me. Sounds like Dietz, but it's pronounced Dietz Stadium here in Kingston, New York. 2nd and 11 after the sack on Avalos. Ward in the backfield once again. 4 receivers set for the Lion offense. Avalos throws short, pass is tipped, and it's intercepted. 1 man to beat. Down the sideline. And he's not going to be caught. What a play for the Greenwave defense. Touchdown, New York. Oh, momentum leading toward the Greenwave here at the end of the half. A pick 6. And the score is now 13-6.
13-6 Greenwave.
Well, hold everything, folks. We got a flag down back at the 31-yard line, and we'll show you. There's the flag. Hold everything. If it counts, that's the 5th turnover of the game. That's the 3rd interception thrown by Avalos in this first half. If it counts as a huge play for the Greenwave defense, then once again, another turnover, number 5 of the game. It looks like one of the linemen, number 75, is there for the Greenwave trying to see what's going on here. And now we'll get the call from the official. Will this pick 6 stand? Will this pick 6 stand? He's got to pick the flag up. It's a dead ball foul. That's a pick 6. That pick 6 is going to count, and the Greenwave extend their lead once again, folks. It's 13-6. 4:20 left in this first half. What a play by the Greenwave defense. Off the deflection. Pass was intercepted and brought all the way back for the touchdown. So we'll be right back as the music plays here at Dietz Stadium. So again, there was personal fouls against both teams. The pick six does count. And now to make it a 21-6 game here. Excuse me, 14-6. 4:20 left in the first half. Everybody gets set here for the Greenwave, waiting for that whistle. Now we're ready to go here for the extra point. Again, the third interception by Avalos thrown in this first half, and that one a pick six. The extra point to make it 14-6. Now referee's coming on the field here. Trying to figure something out. Again, I'm not too sure what's going on here. Now get a kick. They blow a whistle. They're saying, what are you guys doing? The extra point went through, but the whistle was blown because, again, once again, we saw the referees getting together, trying to figure things out. We're still waiting for that whistle on this extra point attempt. 3 interceptions by Cam Avalos in his first half. He threw 3 touchdowns in their 30-0 victory of the New England Black Panthers. That game was also played in just one half. We don't expect this game to be called early at any point unless there's a fight that breaks out, which we don't expect either. And we're still trying to get set here. This extra point. Well, we figure what's going on here. We'll take a break. So I guess when they kicked the ball went over the netting here behind the goalpost, and somebody had to go get it. And that's why the stoppage of play. Now we're ready for the extra point here and try to make it 14-6. And the kick is blocked. And so it remains. That's a big block there for the Kingston special teams. And it remains a 13-6 game with 4:20 left in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. 13-6, excuse me. The New York Greenwave, the Kingston Lions after the pick six. And now a return here by the Lions, breaking away and going out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Lions coming out with 4:11 left in this first half with excellent starting field position. Of course, they had excellent starting field position on the last drive. Avalos throwing the pick six. That was his third interception of the half. And that's how the Greenwave were able to extend the lead. They had a chance to extend the lead to 14-6, but the extra point was blocked, and so it remains a 7-point game. 4:11 left here in the first half. Started out as a fast-paced second quarter, slowed down just a little bit here. Not taking any time off the clock here. They're going to let the clock run, though, as you see the circular motion. So we'll hit the 4-minute mark for this first play of the drive. Again, they put the ball officially at the 37-yard line, but again, a good return here for Kingston. Avalos trying to bounce back from that third interception in the shotgun here on first down. And he's going to take off. He's going to run this one to the outside, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Big hit, no flag. Just a big hit there by the Greenwave defender. Clock now stopped. 3:41 left in the first half. Again, we had a 37-minute first quarter as of recording. Took it almost an hour long in real time. Now we learn that clock again. We hit the 3.5-minute mark here in the first half. Let's see if we have a fast-paced game here. Lions looking to, they get the ball, by the way, to start the second half. The Greenwave won the toss. They elected to receive. That means it's Kingston football to start the second half. Let's see if they can tie the game at halftime with a chance to take the lead in the third. Avalos, pressure, slips, breaks away. Over the middle, pass is tipped again, and incomplete. Hits the ground. Another deflection almost led to the 4th interception of the day for Cameron Abelos, excuse me. The pass is incomplete this time. No Greenwave defenders able to get to that one. 2 of them tipped the ball after it was deflected by the Lions receiver. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 here from the 37. 3:02 left in this first half. I'll run the clock here. Now we had under the 3-minute mark. And you might be able to hear the Greenwave bench cheering for their defense, trying to make a stop here. So a 3rd down at about 12. Your ball's at the 37-yard line. You're approaching the 2-minute warning. Abelos rolling out. Still going and chucking it down the field again. And this one goes out of bounds. Almost hit David Patterson. And HSG Network, Howard Gaber, live streaming this game. And it's going to be 4th down for the Lions. And some more extracurriculars here with these 2 New York teams. Clock continuing to run here, and now they're going to try to get this one to half. And now we got some hands to the face there. Number 74 throwing hands. Greenwave defender asking for a penalty. Trying to separate everybody. And the Greenwave call a timeout that I didn't know they had. 2:02 left in the half. Right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, after a long pause, both teams are being talked to by all the officials. We have 2 minutes left here in the half. Back to the action now. It's 4th and 9. Abelos. Pressure rolling out. And he's going to be wrapped up at about the 40-some yard line. The ball looks like it might have come out, but it doesn't matter regardless. And so, once again, the Lions have great starting field position, looking to tie the game, and they aren't able to do anything with it. Greenwave offense come back out. Will we come back? Right here on YouTube. So 1:52 left in the first half. The Greenwave with a 13-6 lead. The Lions turnover on downs. Offense come back up for the Greenwave, looking to extend on their lead before the end of the half. They can hand off here on first down. There is Pear, who scored the first touchdown for the Greenwave. Their only offensive touchdown. And now they're going no huddle here, the Greenwave are. So we have 1:40 left in the first half. Another very long quarter. Of course, we had a pause, stoppage of play as both teams got into it a little bit. And now Tariq throws. The pass is almost intercepted. And that would have been a big play. And there is Benjamin Bias almost coming away with the interception there for the Lions. That would have been a 6th turnover in this game so far. Clock now stopping 1:27 left in the half. And now 3rd down here for the Greenwave. So a chance for the Lions to even get the ball back. If they could stop the Greenwave here. Again, they'll have a chance, maybe potentially have a chance to tie this game at the end of the half. Trevi steps up, chucking it, hit as he throws, and the pass is overthrown. And it's going to be 4th down. Clock stop, 1:22 left.
1:22 left here in the first half.
So a big stop after the line defense. Let's see the Greenwave go for it here. They've gone for it twice here on 4th down. They failed both times. And this long half continues here. 1:22 left here in the first half. 13-6. The New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions. And it looked like for a second there we had. So it's going to be another punt here for the Greenwave. And there he is again. McCall going back out for the punt.
Timeout, Greenwave.
And that's like their 5th timeout, the Greenwave. So we'll take a break. 1:22 left in the half. We're not sure how. Greenwave have had many timeouts. And now they're going to fake the punt. A flag is down. It's offside against Kingston. And the punter gets to midfield.
Keeps it around the right end. Brought down by 0-0. Jamar Gibson.
Another flag here. Clock stop once again. 1:15 left in the half. They're marking him. It looks like they're going to mark him short, but there is a flag down. It was going to be offside, I believe, against Kingston. And that should give the Greenwave a fresh set of downs. So there was an offside against the Lions, and the Greenwave do get a first down. And now we have another stoppage of play here. And the Lions take a timeout with 1:04 left in the half. 1:04 left in the half. Greenwave looking to expand on their lead. Trevi steps up, and now he's going to take off. Breaking off a tackle, still going, down near the 25-yard line. And now the Greenwave are running right up to that ball, trying to spike it here, trying to save them time. They have 50 seconds left to get something done here.
Gotta wait for the chains to set up.
And a chain gain, taking their time here as they spike the ball. 46 seconds left in this half. And again, that big penalty on the punt there. Offside against Kingston. That was the 7th or 8th penalty against Kingston. Gave the Greenwave a fresh set of downs. Looked like they were short, just short of that first down until they faked the punt on 4th down. And now they'll have a chance here once again to extend on their lead here before the end of the half. 46 seconds left. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Greenwave have first down. Trevi pumps, throws, short pass caught. There's Nathaniel again, breaking away. Nathaniel knocked out of bounds at the 10. Great job there by Nathaniel. That's his 4th catch. And the clock stopped. 33 seconds left as he goes out of bounds. Now the Greenwave knocking on the door here, trying to extend on their lead here before the half. And now we have a flag down. So continuing stoppage of play here in this first half. Unfortunately, folks, if this keeps up, I'm not going to be able to bring you the entire game. So we are on a time crunch here today in Kingston. So if we do not get you the entire game, we do apologize. Of course, the game will be streamed live in full by HSD Network. Howard Gaber, David Patterson. Bringing you that one. Not sure what the penalty is. They're going to talk to owner. Looks like the owner of the team, Kareem McFarland. "33 seconds left here in the first half. We'll try to bring you the third quarter as much as we can anyway. Hope we get to the end of the third quarter before we get to the end of this broadcast, depending on how fast that third quarter goes. And they're calling a sideline infraction against the Greenwave. They'll back him up. And again, the stoppage play continues here in this first half. A lot going on in this game, folks. It all started with a 6-yard touchdown run by Kevin Pear, making it 7-0 Greenwave. And the ensuing kickoff, Joe McCall taking it 76 yards for a touchdown. We have 5 turnovers in this game. Cam Avalos has thrown 3 interceptions. We've had a fight break out, which had a long pause here in the second quarter. And we've had a million penalties, which has caused a lot of stoppage to play here. And we still have 38 seconds left here in the first half. 13-6, Greenwave still trying to extend the lead. And now they're backing them up even more. Putting the ball way back at the 27-yard line. 38 seconds left. Greenwave have no more timeouts. Looks like they've called at least 5 of them here in this one. Pressure, throws, short pass call. That's almost caught there. Right out of the hands of Nathaniel, and this time it's Dickens who gets the best of them. 33 seconds left now. And they're saying it's second down 25 at the 27-yard line, so they have to get to the 2-yard line for first and goal. The clock does stop with that incompletion. Trevi again in the shotgun, and it's Pear in the backfield. Second down 25. Trevi pumps, chucking it deep, hit it again into the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. Just underthrown. Two defenders there for the Lions. 28 seconds left in this half. Third down and 25 coming up for the Greenwave. Still trying to expand on our lead. Lions get the ball to start the second half. The offense hasn't done much at all. Again, Cam Ablos has 3 interceptions, and the only touchdown the Lions have is on a special teams kickoff return. But they still have a chance to tie this game up in the start of the third quarter. If they can make a stop here on third down and 25. Again, folks, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to bring you the entire broadcast, but the entire broadcast will be available on the HSD network. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Third down at 25. Trevi in the shotgun. Once again, it's Pear in the backfield. And Trevi pumps over the middle. Wide open. The pass is caught at about the 10-yard line. It's going to be fourth down. Clock running with 20 seconds left. Again, the Greenwave have no more timeouts. They have to run a play here. Trevi getting his guys going. Final 10 seconds here in the half. Trevi rolling out. Throws to the end zone, and he overthrows everybody. 2 seconds left. The Lions will have one last play before the half. Again, this has been the longest half of my broadcasting career, folks. And for the first time, I might not be able to bring you the entire broadcast due to time crunch. Other times, I'm not be able to bring you a couple first halves. I know one game I did in Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester Wildcats, and they're actually going to, that's it. All right, folks, so we'll get to the story about, well, let's just go to the half. We'll be right back for the second half. Hopefully the whole thing right here on YouTube. Start of the second half, everybody. The New York Greenwave lead the Kingston Lions 13-6. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. And a smart job there by the Lions, letting that kickoff roll right out of bounds. So they'll start with the ball with pretty good field position. Again, story of the first half has been defense. We saw 5 turnovers in that first half. 4 interceptions and a fumble. 3 of those interceptions thrown by Cam Abelos here for the Lions. And one of those being a pick 6. That's how we got the second score for the Greenwave. First one came on a 6-yard touchdown by Kevin Pear. Lions returned the ensuing kickoff 76 yards for a touchdown. 2-point conversion to take the lead was no good. And then a pick 6 in the second quarter made it 13-6. That's where we stand right now. It's been a very long first half. And again, folks, I do apologize, but we may not be able to bring you the fourth quarter due to time constraints. We will keep you posted, of course. And they're going to re-kick here, so we're already off to a pretty slow start here in the first half. So instead of re-kicking, the Lions took a penalty here, and they'll start with the ball at the 40-yard line. So again, good field position to start this second half, looking to tie it up here in the third. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Erk. Abelos in the shotgun. You got Joey Ward in the backfield on first down at the 40. Hand off here to Ward. Ward cutting to the outside and slipping, and he's going to be down, and they're going to throw a flag here. And that is yet another penalty here against the Lions. I do believe it's going to be a hold. And there it is. There's the call. Hold against the Lions, and that is another penalty. But the Greenwave declined the penalty here instead of bringing it back. Ward didn't get very far at all on that last carry, so. So got about, if I do see correctly, got about 1 yard on that one. Might have got no game. Ball is at the 40-yard line nonetheless. Second down. And it is at the 41, so there you go. 2nd and 9 here. 1 yard carry by Ward. Surprised the Greenwave didn't take that penalty. High snap here, Abalos. Hands off here to Ward. Ward coming to the outside. Needs a block, and Abalos missed the block. And the Greenwave defense making a stop there after a gain of just 2. And an uproar, pun intended, by the Lions. Looks like Tyreek Noble came in there on the tackle, and it is Noble. It's only gained of 2, but big uproar there by the Lions bench. It's be third down at it's actually just a 1-yard gain, actually. So it's a third down and 8 here. And the Lions offense has struggled the whole entire game. Cam Avalos has 3 interceptions. One of those went back for a touchdown. It's been their defense who's kept them in this one. So they have a couple turnovers themselves. Third down and 8 from the 42. Avalos. Pressure coming from Noble. Pass thrown. Pass is caught. And breaking away. Getting near the first down, but he's going to be short. That's about a gain of 6.
Number 45.
There's Dutka. So it's going to be about 4th down and about maybe 1 or 2 here. Let's see where they place the football. It's going to be, it looks, I believe it's going to be about the 48-yard line. That's where they're going to put it. It's going to be 4th and 2 here for the Lions. And again, the game where they have offensive struggled, they're going to go for here, trying to get something going here. Trying to find some spark. They're only down by 7. Again, it's been their defense who's kept them in this game. Again, it's going to be Avalos in the shotgun. Ward in the backfield here. 4th down and about 2. Trying to get the Greenwave off sides. Didn't work. Avalos throws, passes, almost intercepted. And another 4th down stop for this Greenwave defense. Gives their offense the ball back with a 13-6 lead with 12:04 left in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. So the Greenwave offense back out there. Once again, led by quarterback Sylvester Trevi. Ball at the line, 49-yard line. And a handoff here on 1st down here is Pear again. Pear is wrapped up by the neck. Back inside Greenwave territory. No flag yet. They're going to let that one stand, but that was a dangerous hit there by the Lions. Grab him by the neck to bring him down near the 47-yard line. That was a loss of about 4 or 5 there.
Second about 13.
And again, no flag thrown there. They're going to let the play run there. So it was just a good play by the Lions defense. Bringing him down to the backfield. And Kevin Pear has the lone offensive touchdown here for the Greenwave today. Looking to go to 5-0 with the win here today in Kingston. And on May 17th, by the way, we talked about it a little earlier today before that long half and everything else happened. Greenwave and Golden Lions have a meeting in New Britain, Connecticut. They could meet in a battle of the undefeated as Charlie's pass is intercepted. It's picked off. And the ball's loose again and picked up by the Lions. Oh, my goodness. What a huge play for the Lions defense to get the ball back. The pass is picked by Jamel Mims. What a play by the Lion defense. And we have a game here, folks. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East Football right here on YouTube. 1st down Lions after the interception. A handoff here to Ward. Ward going up the middle down near the 10-yard line. And that's another big play. Once again, there he is. Mims with the interception on the short pass by Trevi. So we're now under 10 minutes left in the third quarter. But again, folks, despite this game being as close as it is, due to time constraints, we may not be able to bring you the entire game. We'll know as soon as we'll see how this third quarter goes. If it goes faster than the first half did. If not, this broadcast will end at the third quarter. But of course, you can always check out the fourth quarter on the HSG network. Available right now, live streaming on YouTube. Will be available later on YouTube as well. And Kabelos throws short, pass is caught. There's Dutka with the catch. That's his third. He's out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. And it should be 3rd down here for the Lions. No, they're calling it a 1st and goal here at the 6. So here we go, folks. 9-11 left in counting here in the third quarter. Lions with a chance to tie this game, but they've been in this position a couple times here in this game already. See if they can finally capitalize here and tie this game up at 13. It'll be first and goal at the 6-yard line. Ward in the backfield. Again, it's Avalos in the shotgun. Avalos, pressure, stepping up, and he's going to take off. Cut to the corner, trying to get more yards, out of bounds at the 4. So only a 2-yard gain on the carry there by Avalos. Look, he was trying to get something on the left side, wanted going to the right, and wanted going out of bounds on the right side. Clock stop, 8:29 left in the third quarter. Again, folks, we'll see if we can bring you the fourth and final quarter. But first, we have an injured Greenwave down, so we'll step aside. Second and goal from the 4. Ducker going in motion. Avalos rolling out, pressure, stepping up, still rolling to the end zone. Pass is tipped and incomplete at the goal line. Another big play there for the Greenwave defense, knocking that one away, almost getting an interception. Third and goal from the 4 coming up. So the clock continuing to run under 8 minutes left in this third quarter. Again, folks, we will let you know soon if we'll be able to bring in this third quarter. Otherwise, you're going to have to go watch it on the HSD network, which most of you are doing right now anyway, watching the live stream. I do apologize for not being able to bring you the whole game if we are not able to. 7.5 left third quarter, but it depends on the time here. We'll see. Third and goal coming up from the 4-yard line. Lions looking to tie this game for the first time here today. Third and goal from the 4. Avalos, pressure to the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. Just out of the reach of his man. And that was the first time he's targeting Julian Perez, who had 2 touchdowns in that game in March against the Black Panthers. And now a big fourth down here for the Lions. Clock stop with 7:01 left in this third quarter. So we got a big stop here for the Greenwave. So with a 7-point lead. And the Greenwave bench in an uproar. Fourth and goal from the 4. Big play here for both sides. Avalos, pressure, rolling out. And he's gonna, let's see, still going, chucking it to the end zone. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Looks like the pass was caught by Ward for the touchdown. And it is now a 13-12 game. The extra point coming to tie this game. Once again, the Lions are going for 2 here to try to take their first lead of the game. It's 13-12 right now with 5:47 left in the third. Avalos fakes. He's going to roll out, and he's brought down. And there he is again, Tyreek Noble. And the 2-point conversion is no good, so the Greenwave maintain a 13-12 lead with 5:47 left in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. So it is 13-12. The New York Greenwave still lead the Kingston Lions. You're watching a presentation of Big East football right here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Err. Big kickoff return here, finding room, breaking tackles, slipping off, guys, still going down near the 40, and the ball comes out, but they bustle him down. Another huge kick return here for the New York Greenwave.
Greenwave return all the way inside the...
They'll start with the ball about the 38-yard line. 5:34 left in the third quarter. And unfortunately, folks, this is going to be the final quarter. We're not going to be able to bring you the fourth quarter due to time constraints. This being our most likely our last broadcast of the year. We do thank you for joining us all spring long. We'll be back on July 26th. The League of All Leagues Lions kicks off their season in Patterson, New Jersey. Stay tuned for scheduling information as it becomes available. Want to thank East Coast Locker Room Live, Kevin Garcia, Ivan Munoz. Of course, got to thank Daryl Kohu, Jonathan Matelock, and everybody that's given me the opportunity to call their games here, both Iggy's football and in the East Coast Football League. Been a lot of fun. My spring 2025 Sportscaster reel will be out in June. And a whistle here. And now we're back to the action. So there you go. 5:20 left third quarter. The Greenwave have a 1-point lead once again at 13-12. They're going to hand it off here to, looks like the guy that returned the kickoff. I can't see the number. And he'll get inside the 35 to about the 32. So we've reached the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Again, folks, I do apologize. We're not going to be able to bring the fourth and final quarter. But again, you will be able to watch it on the HSG Network's YouTube page. Shout out to Howard Gaber and Dave Patterson for broadcasting this game here today here in Kingston. Bring it to you live at time of recording of this one. A couple more guys coming in here for the Greenwave. 4.5 left here in the third quarter. Then 13-12, Greenwave looking to extend on their lead here. Low snap, Trevi hands it off here and breaking off one tackle and trying to break off another, but he's going to be brought down at the original line of scrimmage here.
He's wrapped up.
So ring up third down here. So it's a big play here for both sides. Of course, the Lions want to make a stop here. Greenwave trying to extend this drive with a 1-point lead and 3:46 left in this third quarter. Sun coming. How about that, folks? I wasn't expecting any sun here today in Kingston. It's supposed to be cloudy skies for the whole day, but now we're getting some sun coming out. It's become a more beautiful day for football, even though the wind is still picking up pretty well here. There we go. Big third down here for the Greenwave. And big third down for the Kingston defense. They hand off here to Pierre. And Pierre is going to be brought down. And it's going to be fourth down.
Number 25, Mel Mims with a
And there's Mims, who had the interception on the last drive that led to the fourth down touchdown for the Lion offense, their first of the game. And now let's see the Greenwave try to go for it here again. They've gone for it a few times here, and they have not converted just... Well, they converted twice. The first one was off a penalty, and then they had the fake punt, in which they fell short. But once again, a penalty. Offside against Kingston on both times. Gave them first downs. Technically speaking, they are about 2 for 3 on fourth downs. They did fail once early in the game. There's going to be a big fourth down here with 2:25 left in this third quarter. Trevi throws, passes caught at the 35-yard line. Especially the 36-yard line. Let's say they give him the first. And the receiver that made the catch is now down, so he will step aside. So with the clock running, folks, under 2 minutes left, there's a chance we might be able to bring in this fourth quarter, at least part of it. Let's see how these final 2 minutes go here in the third. Lions have the ball back down by 1. Abelos throws to the sideline and overthrows Duca. His tight end, who has a couple catches here in this game, was unable to make that catch. Clock now stopped at 1:36 left in the third. Again, folks, potentially, I got to run that clock again. There you go, seeing the ref wave his arm around. Let's see if we can bring you this fourth quarter. (13-12), the Greenwave lead the Lions. They just gave the ball up on downs, and now it's second down and 10 for the Lions after the incompletion to Duca. Game's lived up to the hype thus far. Hand off here to Ward. Ward is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Trying to get away from number 17. That is Juan Colin. First time we're calling his name. And now we are inside the final minute here in this third quarter, excuse me. So we're going to see here. So it looks like we are going to be able to bring you some of this fourth quarter here, folks. Glad to be able to do that. So we have an exciting finish here. We can finish in time for us to get out of here. That first half lasted 2 hours long. We're almost at 20 minutes here in the third quarter. Recording time. Final 20 seconds. Third down for the Lions. Avalos. Pressure. Gets away. Taken off. There goes Avalos. Still going. What a block flag coming in. He's out of bounds at the 40. They're going to call it. Block in the back against the Lions. And once again, the Lions sideline is in an uproar, pun intended. They're going to call it an illegal block in the back here by the Lions. And that run by Avalos, which looks like got him a first down, is not going to count. It's going to be third down again when we start the fourth quarter. Let's get the penalty. Oh, we'll have the third down coming up after the personal foul in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back right here on YouTube.